Thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. Jump in right into the market. Today in crypto, Bitcoin, weekly chart. The weekly candle just closed below the 50 simple moving average. The last time this happened, Bitcoin was down here at about 31,500. It's not a bullish sign to see the price action below the 50. However, here you can see it immediately bounced and reversed. So will the bulls show up here? There's also this trend line we've been talking about for almost a month as a bullish retest idea. So the question is, like, the bulls have to show up, hold this level for some upside out of Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin daily chart. Bitcoin cannot move higher until it breaks out of this. See this dotted line? Essentially, there's this falling wedge right here. The bulls have to break out of this falling wedge for a reversal. Make a break for the bulls right now. They got to show up. You've got a baby death cross, we'll call it. 21 is about to hit the 200. Remember these crosses, moving averages, and I saw somebody hit me up. They're like, Chris, there's a death cross coming. The 21 simple moving average is essentially the average of the last 21 candle closes on the daily chart, right? The 50 is the average of the last 50 candle closes. So if the price action is below the 50, that means it's below the average price over the last 50 days. So the price is below average. This is not a good sign. The bulls have to show up and put in a bounce here to avoid more downside. Now, this falling wedge is potentially running out of room. Bounce ideas at support. I mean, this is it. It's all about to happen. I mean, we've got some news I'm going to talk about in a second. I touched on it briefly yesterday. We're going to talk about it again because I did a little bit more research, and we're going to jump right into the panic situation in just a second. Huge week ahead for Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin 1 hour chart. So Bitcoin's been in this falling wedge, right? So this is zoomed in that previous price action. The price action continues in the pattern. I posted on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, cryptobtc_Chris. I posted on Twitter this morning, essentially talking about this idea, how you assume that the price action continues in the pattern until it doesn't. Okay, so now it has broken down below this rising wedge. You can assume that it moves to the bottom of the channel. If the bulls are able to break out here, let me paint this picture. This is the super bullish scenario. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So if it puts in a higher low here, breaks out, then you've got an inverse head and shoulders idea. But at this point, downside is quite possible. This is just problem with holding onto coins while they're in downtrends is slowly Bitcoin just keeps sliding and sliding and sliding. So we're going to see some volatility over the next 24 to 48 hours, I think. So pay attention to what Bitcoin's doing. I've got some amazing shout outs to give in my trading group. This young lady, she said, "You changed my life." She had no experience trading at all, terrible at math, and never thought in a million years she'd be where she's at now. She's in LA. She was struggling. She took $20,000 and she turned it into $400,000 in the group in about a year and a half. This person in Cancun, I'm here because of you and this group. This person recently quit his 6-figure travel dialysis RN job to trade crypto full time. Banging. The bottom line is this. If you are constantly looking at this market and just wishing you could figure it out more, or you wished you were in the best coins, like you look at the coin list and you want to be in the top coins, I can help you. I do this very well. Right now, if you sign up, it's 60% off. 6 months or 12 months, I will help you make a ton of money in this market. Remember, you go over to the website, cryptorev.net. It pays for itself. It's a no-brainer, cryptorev.net. If you go down into the description of this video, there's a link take you directly to this website. Remember, if you have any questions, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. One of the concerns that we have to have is the panic situation on a global scale. So what I do is I'll go to CNN futures, right? You can check world markets. Asia Shanghai Composite opens up shortly, 25 minutes. Japan, their exchange is down, the Nikkei, it's down a little bit, it's red. And so traditional markets have been highly correlated with Bitcoin's price action, right? I've went through the S&P 500 time and time again, and Bitcoin is essentially following it or vice versa, right? You do not want to see traditional markets get wrecked on the fears of the new panic situation. Bitcoin has been adopted in more ways than one. You've seen traditional markets, institutional investors buying up tons of Bitcoin. Obviously back here, when Bitcoin dropped off a cliff from 10,000 down to under $4,000, right? This is the panic situation dip. Like this, the news that moves the market can be world news too. And so it has to be concern that we pay attention to. See if the Bitcoin bulls can show up here and break out to the upside. It's all about to happen. The Bitcoin bulls make or break, right? It's all about to happen. The bulls show up. I'm looking for a good bounce out of Bitcoin. The question is, will we have a shakeout prior to the move higher? The most important thing that I teach in group on the channel and how I trade is you want to buy into strength. If you think that buying the dip in a downtrend is profitable, you're in a lot of losses right now. We want to wait. As soon as this signal, we're waiting on the signal. Bitcoin, give us a signal. Give us a buy signal. When we get volume confirmation and a break higher, you're looking for upside out of Bitcoin. Until then, the bias is to the downside. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment in the comment box. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.